Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Bo3 and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. We are on Sir Ginger still. We just finished up a part 1 video for his hard Doom Tower. He was asking me to help him get through stage floor 92 of hard Doom Tower. In the first video, part 1, we did get through floor 92 and floor 93. Now we're going to continuation part 2 of account takeover for Sir Ginger in his hard Doom Tower expedition here. We're going to do floor 94. We're going to manual it. We're going to manual all of them. We might have to do a part 3 and a part 4. Who knows? If not, it would have been like a 5-hour video probably. But the first one is 45 minutes. We're going to just manual. We're going to get all the way through all of his keys for him. He did ask me for help. This is how we're going to do it. This is a very difficult fight, so what we're hoping here is that they get petrified, and that happens. So let's go ahead. We're going to go after Arbiter here. She's the most powerful one. Hopefully we get petrifications. Petrification is what we want. Petrification. Chalco goes down. We're going to revive him. We need him alive because he is very important. We're going to continue to go after Arbiter. She is the booster, reviver, healer on the team. We need to heal Chalco. That is important. We're going to cleanse. We're going to get a big hit here, hopefully. It's solid. We get our petrifications back on. We're going to boost and heal if they need. We're going to continue to go after this Arbiter. Now we're going to put out decreased defense. And we're going to go after Arbiter again. Getting closer. We're going to continue to go after Arbiter, right? And let's steal this one's turn meter. We don't get it. She's going to burn us. We're going to hex again and hope for more petrifications. That's what we're looking to do. We need petrifications or we're going to get smacked here. We're going to continue to go after the Arbiter. Reaper. We get the Reaper. Okay, not good. Let's try to deal some damage here. Are we? Oh, Arbiter's dead. Arbiter's dead. We have to restart. Arbiter died. Poor Arbiter. She got smoked. So you see the tactic I'm going for here. So this is important, right? So we need the petrifications to happen. It is a little bit RNG. We did get resisted there, which is interesting. Don't like that. We need Chalco to live. We need Mr. Chalco to live. He's gonna get to go this time, I think. Everybody who's got turn meter is gonna get... They're gonna miss their turn, so we're gonna get to go here. Decrease defense, that's what we need. We need to heal him now. And give him that. We need to cleanse now. And let's go ahead and try to do a big hit. We do get a decent hit there. We almost kill them, but we need to kill Arbiter first or she's going to res them. Or did she just do her secondary boost? Is that what I just saw? If that's the case, we're going to try and... Just kidding. We're just going to keep with the plan. We're just going to keep with the plan. We're going to go Arbiter here. We're just going to reduce. We don't want them to have increased attack. Let's go ahead and steal this one's turn meter. We get a little bit of it, not a lot. So now, because these two are petrified, let's go after the one that has decreased defense. We're going to do this again. Because there's a ton. Every time you attack a Venus, the 2 Cupidus attack, right? So now we're going to go after this Cupidus. He has decreased defense. Now we have to heal, right? And cleanse. But we have to be careful. So we need to kill this Cupidus. Gets the petrifications, very good. We're going to have to just A1 from here on out. Because we want to make sure for the next round, we're going to go after this Cupidus. For the next round, that we have all of our abilities available. It's very important. And if you watched part 1, you'll see and hear me say that over and over again, because it's true. It's very important you start each round with your best abilities, or else you're going to be in big trouble, right? You're going to just be A1ing right off the bat, and you don't want that, right? So we're just going to A1. We're going to take damage here. This puts us in an interesting position, because we need to cleanse and heal here, but because it's the end of the round, it's not going to be easy. So they're going to die. Well, before that happened, I was going to say they were going to die to poison. So Chalco dies. Not good. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave him dead. We're going to leave him dead, and hopefully the magic will happen. But what has to happen now is we're going to get a little bit of HP. So we got 2 Cupidus, 2 Arbiter, and a Venus. This is important, right? We're gonna boost heal, boost res, boost heal. Now we need petrifications on these 2 Cupidus. We get 1. We don't get the other. Now we need to attack this Arbiter, I think. And what we need to do now is steal nothing. We need to try to block active skills and spread it. He's gonna die. We do get a petrification here, though. He's not dead yet. Now he is. It's just a bummer, right? We have to put shields up and strengthen, but what we need to do is try to get a big hit here on these 2. We would have loved to have the decreased defense from Chalco, but as long as we're gonna save that. We're gonna try and deal as much damage as we can. So we're gonna revive Chalco. We're gonna boost and heal a little bit. We need to try and kill here. I'm going to kill this Cupidus right now. We're going to get decreased defense a little bit. We need to go after this Arbiter here so she doesn't revive. I'm going to do this here. Take whatever little bit she has. We're going to put this out because we want petrification. Now, interestingly enough, we're not going to do any of these moves. We're just going to A1 because the fight is almost over for this round, right? We're going to kill the Arbiter, ensuring that no revives happen. Now that he's petrified, we're going to go after this Cupidus, or this Venus. We have to cleanse here, sadly. I don't want to. And then we're going to get an attack here. Hopefully we get petrification. We do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go after this Cupidus now, because we don't want him to mess us up. And I am going to do this for the heal. And I'm going to, now from here on out, we're just going to A1. I might have said that before. We're just going to A1 though. We're just going to A1. No matter what happens, she's petrified. We're just going to A1. Because we want to have all of our abilities, again, open at the beginning of this next round, or else it's going to be very difficult. And it's already going to be very difficult because we're at low HP, and we need to not be at low HP. We would prefer to be very high HP. She's going to die no matter what, right, to the poisons, but Loki does finish her off. So here we go. This is going to be very difficult because of the Inithwes, right? So we need to boost ahead of them. We need to get him to be petrified. He gets the petrification. Now we need to go after Arbiter. And we need to live through these Inithwes, which is going to be very hard to do at low. So what we're going to do, because the revive is really going to be useless, we're going to boost and get ahead. We're going to try to do this. That way, if he dies, we can still do this, right? So Arbiter's dead. We're in a pickle here. But what we need to happen is we need to heal He-Man. And we need to cleanse and boost him, because what's going to happen is we're going to hope to just kill everybody. And we do get a big hit here, so it's going to come down to the wire. We need to kill her before she can revive, and we do. So, I mean, you see what happened. We're going to take her turn meter. She has decreased defense still, and she's going to just die, right, to the He-Man. But this is some of the stuff that you need to think about when you're doing stuff like this. If you lose important champions at the end, how you're going to get ahead, right? So we needed to boost with the revive instead of save it, to make sure that the Chalco could get his decreased defense out, so He-Man could go in with his big hit on the A3 that scales with all the buffs Mithrala is putting out, right? And that's how you do stage 94. All right, on to stage 95. So hopefully we have a little bit better luck. They get harder every time, apparently, you know what I mean? So we could end up getting at a weird spot here. So this is going to be complete manual runs. So here we go. Arbiter getting us ahead of the turn meter. We're going to put the Hex out so we can try to petrify. We don't get it on Skull Lord. Skull Lord Vargal, very, very stat heavy champion. He's going to be a nightmare to deal with, right? So we're getting a lot of decreased defense here. We need to revive Chalco. We're going to go after this little guy. He's going to keep getting revived there. We need to do this for block active skills. We don't get it, so our accuracy is low here. We need to cleanse. And I'm just going to go in for a big hit. They have strengthened, but we're going to try and deal damage. We need to deal as much damage as we can. We have decreased attack now, right after our cleanse. It really feels bad. But here's what we're going to do. Now we're going to do this. Decreased defense. I maybe should have waited, but I thought he was going to be dead. So it'll last. But we need to kill this guy. Just to get him off the field, right? We're going to go in with an AoE just to deal some damage to everybody. We're going to try and take his turn meter. We do, because we don't want him to take a turn. He's probably the most powerful champion on the field right at this very moment. And it's weird to say, because a lot of people don't like Skull Lord Vargal, but his stats are absolutely insane. We're just going to wait. The bombs are going to be tough to deal with, so we need to try to live through these bombs here. We have to attack Skull Lord. But what we really need to do is revive and heal, because she's about to die. But we need to cleanse the rest of these bombs. So now we have to A1, like I've been saying. Luckily, he's super stat heavy, and he's going to be hard to just kill. But we're going to have to just A1, right? So we'll be able to get all of our turns. Well, the 3 turn on that we might not get, which is kind of a bummer, because that's our decreased defense. But hopefully we weak hit. We don't. But we need to just A1 to get our stuff back. Our abilities back. He's going to res here, which is fine, because we're just going to keep going for Skull Lord. It's actually good that he revived there, because now I can continue to kill him. Actually, we're just going to kill him here, boost. He's going to do that, which is fine. I'm not going to cleanse. We're just going to do that. He's going to attack us. He's not doing a ton of damage. We're going to save that. Now, we're not going to do it, because we're going to end up accidentally killing this guy with He-Man. Well, we're not going to accidentally kill him. We're just going to end up killing him with the He-Man. So we're going to get a little bit of HP here. So now we're going to boost to get ahead. They're fast. You see how fast they are. We're going to have to try and bank on petrification here. Now we're weak affinity. We need to kill Skull Lord first, or else he's going to kill us. We'd love for him to not die. And I think we're going to have to do this to get him to go. Because what we're going to do is this. And then we're just going to actually heal him up. And then we're just going to go in like this. Now we need Arbiter to live, so we're going to attack this one. He's going to revive, that's fine. We're going to cleanse and put some strengthening shields on. And we're going to just go after her. And now we're going to do a big hit. Boost and heal. We're going to steal his turn meter. We're going to reapply Hex. Not to everybody. He's very stat heavy, so he's got high resistance. But now we're going to just go after Skull Lord. She'll die to AoE stuff. Actually, let's just kill her right now. Or we come close. There's the Reaper. So now we're just going to kill him. These two will come back from his passive. Well, block passive, actually, so they won't. But we're going to get all of our abilities back just from A1ing here. It's very important. To A1, to recognize when to just A1. That's where the AI lacks. The AI just uses whatever's available, unless you tell it not to in the AI settings, but it's not keen enough to do A1 multiple times each round, right? Back to back kind of thing. So that's where you need to figure out where you need to A1 repeatedly to end the fight. So here we go. Same kind of deal. Two bushies, two whatever's in the Skull Lord Vargal. We're gonna boost to get ahead. Hex to hope for the petrification. We don't get it on him, which is okay. We're gonna just deal damage to this guy. This Bushi, right? We're gonna get our decreased defense and block passives. He's gonna take mad damage. He dies right here. That's okay though, because we're gonna revive him. We're gonna just try to maybe decrease turn or buff there. So let's go ahead and heal on him. Because what's going to happen is when he gets to hopefully take a turn, is we're going to reduce the buffs with him. But now that we have decreased defense, we're going to go in with big hit. And there you go. Now, when Chalco gets to go, he'll finish the job. We do get decreased attack here, which is kind of a bummer. But I don't think it's going to really make a difference. We're just going to go ahead and attack. And we're going to cleanse. Now we have his, we're going to take his turn meter. We get resisted, or it just doesn't happen. But now he's cooked here, right? So I think this is the team for now. And I mean, the Loki's like 150 speed, right? So we need the Arbiter, which is fine, because Sir Ginger's Arbiter is probably his best champion on his account. 297 speed. I mean, that's really good. She's been living for the most part. I'd say about 98% of the time she's alive. We only had to restart one time because she died in this past one. But she's been doing great, right? So he has her built very well for a first build. We're just going to kill him here. So GG's. There goes 495. No sweat, right? Making our way through, so we're going to try and get some energy here for him. So this is going to be an interesting fight, right? Two Trunda, Cardinal. These two can be a nightmare to deal with, especially with high level and high gear. So we're going to maybe struggle a little bit on this one. So let's see if we can manage to keep using the same strategy that I've been using here. And my voice is getting raspy because I'm just talking for hours. All right. So this one, the Cardinal, is going to be the main priority here. She's the reviver. She gives an insane turn meter on revive. So we're going to try and go after her first. These are all big damage champions. So Chalco probably going to be dead a lot. But we need him to go. So we're going to actually boost here now and put the decreased defense out with the block passives. And what we're going to do is not worry so much about that. We're going to just heal him here, I think. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait for heat. We're going to cleanse. Get the buffs on He-Man. He-Man's going to come in. Big attack. Hopefully we kill Cardinal. We don't, which is a bummer. But that's okay. We do tons of damage to her. And when she decides to revive now, this Cardinal, or this Cold Heart will go, but just like she wasted the revive, right? She only revived one instead of the whole team. So her maximum, like, capabilities was kind of just wasted there. So we're going to actually go in like this. And now we're just going to go in and kill her, right? Soul Reaper comes out. And now we're just going to be A1ing. Just so we can have all of our abilities. We're going to kill this Cold Heart first. She'll die to the poison. Now we'll go after this Royal Guard. So the enemy max HP is better against bosses. So against champions, enemy max HP damage, not so great. So we're just A1 in here. We really need the boost to be available. I think we just kill it here. Yeah, so hopefully we have our boost. If not, it's going to be tough. So 3, we do have the boost. So 3 Cardinals we're going to have to deal with. 2 Rain Beast. This is going to be interesting, right? So we need to pick a Cardinal and just go for it. And we need Chalco to go with decreased defense. So we're going to have to do this in hopes that he gets ahead. We don't have it. So that is actually a big bummer. And if I had been a little bit wiser, I would have known that, right? And I wouldn't have just tried to res. So we're actually in kind of trouble. We're going to have to take the turn meter from her. I got this little gnat going around me. And we're going to have to try and just keep Chalco alive so he can do... We're going to save this because we want the decreased defense, right? We're going to go after this one. A1. A1. No weaken, sadly. Chalco probably gonna... Ooh, we get some petrification. This is good. Okay, here we go. Decreased defense. So let's do it from him. Get the decreased defense. We're gonna boost. We're gonna A1. So now that we have decreased defense out everywhere, we're gonna go in for a big hit. Not as big as I was hoping, but still solid. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go in, try to block active skills, and block passive. We don't get it anywhere. We do get it on him, though. We didn't get the buff spread, or the debuff spread. Or maybe we did, and it was other ones that got spread. Let's try to reduce some buff duration. It looks like we got one increased defense back there. Let's reapply for Hex. Let's go in for decreased speed. Let's go ahead and try to kill this one. We come very close. Reaper comes out. We get it. Let's go after this one now. Yeah, so we need to... Luckily, this one's petrified. We need to kill this one. We're going to cleanse, but not to cleanse, but to put the shields. And we're going to boost. Once we have this Cardinal dead, we'll be okay to pretty much just A1. It's going to be difficult, though. We're running out of time. The turn meter is happening here. I don't think we're going to get it. She's going to end up resing the other Cardinals because we didn't do enough damage. That's a major bummer. Okay, just kidding. We get lucky, and we get him. So now we just have to A1. 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 A1 sauce, dog. You know what I'm saying? A1. Ouch. Okay, so we're going to save our boost, right? That's what's important. This Arbiter boost is really what's keeping us in the game. Because she's fast enough to be the one to go first, right? So we need her and Mithrala. The whole team has to work in order, right? Properly. This is now a speed-tuned team in a way, right? Where Arbiter, boost, Mithrala, Hex for the petrification. We don't get it on the Trundas. We need to go after Cardinal first. This is the thing, right? We need to kill Trunda. We need to live through the damage of Trunda, which is he's gonna die. We get stunned on the He-Man, so we need to heal Arbiter. We need to cleanse. We're gonna save our big hit for when we can manage to get Chalco going here. We're gonna res. and boost. We're going to continue to attack. If we get weakened, we don't resist it. So he's going to die again, which is a major bummer. We need Chalco to live. That's important. We're going to have to just do this without Chalco, right? We're going to have to just go ahead and steal the turn meter from her, hopefully. It doesn't happen. We need to get some hexes out on these Trundas. We get it that time. Hopefully we get a petrification. We do. Petrification. We don't. So we need to continue to go after this Cardinal. Petrification. We don't get it. We need to cleanse, strengthen shields. We need to continue to go after Cardinal. Continue to go after Cardinal. Don't get the petrification. Still no petrification. So petrification not helping us right now. A1. We're going to res. We're going to boost, heal. We're going to kill Cardinal. Get a boost. We're going to get the Hex. Hopefully we kill Cold Heart. We do. Petrification? No petrification. So now we have to kill the Trundas. Trunda is probably one of the most powerful champions in the game, if not the most powerful champion in the game. So it looks like we get a counterattack there. Very good. Chalco dies again. Well, we have the decreased defense out, so he did his job. We get it, and I mean, we're cruising here. We're doing well. This is gonna be very hard to deal with. This Basher, very, very, very difficult. This Blind Seer gonna be the Reviver. These two are gonna be nukers. Gonna be very hard to deal with. So let's try and see what we have going on here. I'm proud of this. I think this is great, right? We're making great progress. So for this one, we have to target the priority, the Bashers first, because if not, they're going to lock us out like Alice. We can try to control them with the We did get a petrification on this one, but we're going to have to, like, live. So we have decreased defense. It's not good. So we're not going to be able to cleanse it with our Mithrala. Because she's... Oh, she was able to withstand it. So this is good. So I think maybe we even tried to kill the DPS first, right? The Bashers did their thing. We're going to have to try and just kill the DPS the best we can with our He-Man. We're just going to have to A1, right? Pretty much the whole time here. So, let's go after the Septimus. He's a big hitter. We're going to revive Chalco. He'll be the target, right? Because he's the weakest. Maybe we can get a heal off. We can't. Let's get the Hexes back out. See if we can get some more petrification. Looks like we can a little bit. Let's go for a big hit. So because we need to make a comeback here. So let's go after this Basher. This is going to be a very difficult fight. So we need to cleanse. We don't want him to ever have block buffs up because he scales damage off the buffs, right? We're going to just have to A1 from here on out. Even if we have the res available, because what we'll do is we'll res at the start of the turn, right? He's so slow anyways that, you know, it's not going to make a massive difference. We just want them to kind of go. They're the meat and potatoes. Chalco is our decreased defense. It's very important, but what happens is he can maybe get a counterattack off and still do the debuff spread because he counterattacks with his A2. He's a very powerful champion. Solus, I didn't mention it in part 1, but Solus got super lucky and pulled Brazur in a 10 pool, and then his like next 10 pool pulled Chalco. And that is incredible, right? So, incredible luck, incredibly amazing. So, let's go after... Let's just do a big hit, because the bashers are going to get to go before anyways. So, let's just try and do as much damage as we can. Let's go ahead and put the block active skills, maybe? We do get it. So, we might actually be able to... He's not going to live, but we might be able to just not get locked out and have He-Man do his He-Man-y things. So that would be really spicy, right? So we're not going to cleanse quite yet. We're just going to continue to go after these guys, these bashers, right? Basher is not a champion that I like to fight against. We're going to steal his turn meter, and we're going to try and kill this one, because he's going to lose his skills, right? We're going to save the boost so that we can use it with the revive. So we need to revive first and then boost. So let's go ahead and kill him. He still has 2 turns. Now we will do the cleanse when Mithrala goes right now. We do not want decreased defense to stand. It's going to happen again, but let's go ahead and try to get Chalco to live for more than 5 seconds. Let's go ahead and get a big attack in. We get the second basher, so we're not going to get locked out, but now we have to A1 through the damage, which is going to be difficult because the Tomb Lord does a lot of damage, as you can see. So, very powerful champion. Old school champion, but still very powerful. Chalco being too squishy for this fight. We're getting a ton of debuffs up, so it's very not good. We need to live, right? Actually, we're gonna just... We have to save that. We have to save it for the beginning of the next turn. This is gonna be very difficult to deal with. Luckily, they're attacking Mithrala, and I'm gonna just boost us. I'm not gonna do that because of the same reason I didn't do it in the first round. Excuse me. Alright, so we got a reviver here. We're going to boost revive. We're going to boost and heal. We're going to hex. They're going to go first anyway, so let's just go in with a big hit. We're going to try to block active skills on him. Looks like we get a decent amount of block active. So he's going to die because the Crutraxes are insane, right? It looks like we got 3 turns of block active skills on some of these champions. He managed to live through that, but dies to that one. We're not going to cleanse quite yet. So, interestingly enough, we have to go after the Blind Seer first, which is not good because we'd love to kill this Basher. But the Blind Seer is going to be the Reviver. So we have to steal the turn meter of the Basher, which we don't get. Unfortunate. He is petrified though, and has block active skills, so we'll be okay for 2 more turns, but still. I'm going to do this anyways because I don't think we're going to be able to rely on Chalco, sadly, for decreased defense. We're going to have to just try and live, right, and just kill. We're just going to have to go for damage here. I think we'll make it just in time for the Basher. We're going to Hex. We're going to go after Tomb Lord. We're going to boost and heal. And it looks like we might actually get to go with Chalco right now. He's locked out. That's okay. We're going to do this. And we're going to kill Tomb Lord. We're going to get ahead of these 2 real quick here. She's going to go... I thought she was going to go first. So we managed to actually, like, live for a second with Chalco there, do some damage. So that's pretty cool. But it looks like we have this one in the bag. We're going to do a big hit here, finish it off with the big He-Man doing He-Man things. Floor 97 is completed. and we get kicked from BlueStacks. But hopefully it counted as a win for us. If not, that's going to be very bummer-ish. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. I'm just going to have to wait until BlueStacks comes back on. Is it not showing it right now? That's so weird. Okay. Do we not have video capture right now, or what's going on? Maybe it'll see it when the loading screen is done. Okay, so for some reason we don't have video capture. So real quick. Can we see it now? Can we see it now? I think we can see it now. Not sure what happened, but we did get kicked. So let's see if it saved our progress through that. And we're on floor 98. Yes, it did save our progress, so... Alright, so Angar is very annoying, especially at this level 300. Is just... He's not a great champion by himself, but he was reworked, and in like Curse City and in Doom Tower, he's a nightmare to deal with, so... maybe especially with some champions that are a little bit under-geared, still looking for proper gear, but I mean, we still have a solid chance, right? So we're going to do our best. Mithrala going to come in huge here from the counter attack with Angar. Another thing that really helps with some of these fights is really knowing the champions that you're fighting against, right? And so it's about the knowledge you have of the champions you're fighting against. So part of it is, I know what Angar does. I know what some of these champions do. Like, I've been playing the game for a couple years. I know what these guys do. I know what War Chief does. I know what Rosin does. I know what Biggin does. I think this is Blood Gorge. It's either Blood Gorge or Nethril. I know what both of them do, so it doesn't matter. They look very similar. I think that's Blood Gorge, though. All right, let's go ahead boost. We're going to use the same tactics we've been using. So let's just go ahead. We're going to attack Biggin first because he's not weak affinity. Arbiter gets stunned here. Chalco probably going to die, he usually does, but he gets a counterattack off. We get a block revive. So that we will not get to use him for the rest of the fight. I think we're going to just restart that, right? So that is a major bummer there. We might, do we have another decreased defense champion? Let's look, because maybe we have a champion that does decreased defense that's a little bit less squishy. We want it in AoE. This is A1, this is A1, this is A1. This is, but she's just as squishy and he's more powerful, so it doesn't look like it. Kind of a bummer, but we're just going to have to continue to use Chalco, who's amazing, by the way. But he is extremely squishy here. So we're going to just have to maybe gun for the Blood Gorged. But let's see if we can manage to get ahead of this Blood Gorged. Let's attack him first. Okay, so he gets petrified. So we might get a chance to keep our Chalco here. So let's go ahead and do this. It does not work. So decreased speed, not good for us. Not good at all for us. This is going to be a hard one, I can already tell. They're a lot faster than us. We managed to live through that, though. So let's do this. We're going to try and save that big hit for when we're hoping that Chalco can live to get a turn right now. But he doesn't have it. It was locked out by him. So we're going to just do this. We're going to steal his turn meter. We don't get it. We're going to put Hex out. And hope, since we can't do, we're going to do a big hit here. Hope to kill it. We do. So barely getting through that. But we are managing. We are managing to get through. Slowly but surely. Yeah, so now we're just going to go here. And now we're going to go here. We're going to just do this. Reaper doesn't come out, but we're going to just start A1ing soon. These two are not going to do crazy amounts of damage to us. And we're going to cleanse. Just to get the shields up. We are going to boost as well for the heal. Because what's going to happen is now we're just going to A1 the whole time. Yeah. So now we're just going to A1 the whole time. Finish up strong. We just need that to happen. We just need him to not die. It's not going to matter now because when she takes her turn on the beginning of this, we should have our boost. We don't have the boost. That's okay because we have two of these. So we're going to still have to boost here because if they get the block revive off, we're cooked anyways. Right? So we're going to have to do this. They both resist, so not good. Let's go ahead. We're just going to have to attack them here. Luckily, they're kind of squishy. We get that. He gets block revived, which is bad. And we are probably cooked here. I maybe shouldn't have done that boost, but it's okay. Might be able to make it without the Chalco. We're going to try. I don't think we make it without the Chalco. But as odd as that sounds, he's our decreased defense, so it's a big deal actually. His decreased defense is a big deal. I maybe should have attacked somebody else, but let's go ahead and heal Arbiter. She has decreased defense, so she's going to take big hits. We need to boost to get the hexes back out, just in case when he puts his counterattacks up, he's going to get petrified. We need to... we probably need to kill Shiramani first because of the heals, right? But, we'll see. I kind of want to kill these Nethrils first. Haha. We can't do the damage now without him. So we're not getting good RNG. We're not fast enough. I think I might have screwed up with that one boost just before that, the next round. I think I got a little ambitious. That might have been my fault. So let's go ahead and do this and hope we can get him to live. It's not looking like it's gonna happen. We do get block defense. Man, just gunning for the Chalco, right? We're just too slow. We just need to find the right RNG where we just manage to be fast enough for a second to not get clapped by that. So we can get that big hit on. Every time. We need to just rebuild all of the champions on this account the right way, really, but it's just so intensive for resources. I'm not going to do it here. That's something that Sir Ginger is just going to have to do by himself. Maybe we try to cleanse first, put the shield and strengthen up so he doesn't die right away. I'd like to get the Hex out first for the petrifications, but I mean, we're just getting smacked, right? So because we cleansed first, he did the lockout instead. And now we have the decreased defense. Maybe that got the AI to switch a little bit, but it's going to be close. I don't know. we're just going to have to do it without Chalco, really. We're locked out, too. Alright, I have a new idea. We're going to take Loki out. We're going to take Loki out, put Lysandra back in. Because we need speed. We need speed. She's like 269. I would be putting Grand Oak Patrick in, but Grand Oak is below 200, so he needs a complete rebuild. We'll get it, though. I have complete faith that we'll get it. We just need to get ahead of the Nethril, right? So you see that we're getting ahead of the Nethril now, because we're getting double boosts. The issue I'm having right now, immediately, is that He-Man is faster than Chalco. So we need the decreased defense out before He-Man goes, so he can get the big hit in. So these two are not speed tuned properly. Chalco needs to be faster than He-Man for it to really be optimal, right? So we're going to steal his turn meter here. This is the reason why I didn't put her in the lead, because we need the accuracy. We just don't have the accuracy on these champions. So we can get a cleanse off. The Mithrala has the accuracy, but she also has to be in the front for the additional accuracy, right? So we have to gun for this Nethril. Or not Nethril. Is it Nethril or Blood Gorge? Let me know down in the comments below. I can't seem to figure it out or remember. It's one of the two. So we need to kill... Once we kill this Nethril or Blood Gorge, once we kill the Block Reviver, we're in pretty good condition here. Now we're starting to get through the fight. We're just going to start to A1 right now, because we need to have our abilities for the second round. And in the second round, there's two of them, 2 block revives. So we need to be just way faster than them so we can get the whole... We need this to happen. I have to do this, actually. It really just boils down to being fast enough, right? Our speeds are really slow on this account, so we need to make sure that we can get ahead of our opponents and do what we need to do first, which is decrease defense and damage. Like, straight up. We just need decreased defense to come out, and then we need damage to come out. So if the damage was faster, we wouldn't really have an issue with that. But since we do, we have to have these 2 speed champions instead of more like defensive champions. But Mithrala takes that position very well. So we're kind of just hoping to live through these right now. The damage is actually really good on Chalco for him not being in crit damage gloves. Same with He-Man. For He-Man being in like flat stat HP gloves, he's doing solid damage. Sir Ginger will see a massive spike in damage when he builds, so we're gonna wait on the revive there, when he builds the He-Man in crit damage gloves. And the reason he has them in these specific gloves are because they're instinct gloves, which is a pay-to-win set. It's a Forge Pass set that does set bonus, ignore defense, and speed, right? But what he's gonna have to end up doing is farming Fire Knight to where he can get his He-Man into Savage, or when the new rotation comes out for this Doom Tower after we get through it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's okay. I think we're gonna be okay. We still have a huge War Chief to get through. Or without Chalco, it's... I might even just revive, right? The Chalco. We're not going to die to these 2 champions. So, we're going to do this. We're going to get Chalco back in here. And, we're just going to A1, right? Hopefully I didn't just screw the run up like that. But we need... Wow, that War Chief did way more damage than I thought he was going to do. So taking Loki out for the speed of Lysandra, we lose the healer, we lose the block active skills, we lose the block buffs. So we lose a lot from Loki, but the Loki's like 150 speed, so I mean, He's not really built to do anything at this, especially at this level, right, of Doom Tower. You really have to have fine-tuned champions to beat hard Doom Tower. That's why it's called hard Doom Tower, right? You have to have your champions built properly to get this far. And it becomes a struggle when your champions are just thrown in just gear, right? He has them built well. They're not built bad. I'm not saying that. But there is a specific way to build champions. And when your champions aren't built that way, it makes it way more difficult. So when he gets them built properly, he'll see a lot more ease of progress in the game. And it'll just be, I mean, it's everybody. It happens to everybody. Like, it's just growing, right? So we're going to have to... Are we going to be able to get ahead right here? I think I need to do this to get the shields on. So we're gonna just do this, right? We do get it. We're gonna just boost because there's no reason to. We're gonna lose block. We're gonna get block revived anyway. So let's steal her turn meter. Okay. Oh, we're taking massive damage. He just dies. We are locked out and provoked. So we're going to have to try to live a little bit here because we cleansed early to try and keep him alive, which didn't work. We're now in trouble. And now she's block revived. It's really a speed thing. It's really a speed thing when it comes down to his champions. The Arbiter is good. The Lyssandra's good. The Mithrala is a smidge bit slow. She's only like 224. You really, for the end of hard Doom Tower, you really want all your champions to be like 250, 270 speed minimum to really see it not be difficult when you're fighting these champions, because these champions are probably like 230, 240 speed. So if all the champions that we were running with were a little bit higher in speed, we wouldn't have this much trouble, really. But I will say this, we do, because we have to restart. I will say this, I'm actually going to end the video here because it's been an hour now. I will do a second part. We have 4 more fights to do. I will make a part 3, so stay tuned for that. And we did start here at 92, so we've progressed from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floors we've progressed, and we will continue to progress here. So stay tuned for the next one, and I really appreciate you guys for watching. If you haven't liked, subscribe, and comment below, go ahead and do that for me. It really helps out the channel a lot, especially if you like this kind of content. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Goodbye.